All right, so I'm gonna give you a quick tutorial how I use iMovie. I like to do the movie. The trailer kind of gives you a template, kind of restricts you in a little bit. So I always like to choose the movie just so you have that freedom. You might like the actual the template there to kind of go from there. All right, so I'm gonna grab a clip from yesterday, and then I'm going to hit create movie. All right, so I'm gonna create movie. All right, and this kind of drops us into where we can start kind of editing our film here. All right, so now one thing that you always want to think about your clips. So if you click on your clips, and I love the split tool. So I'm always kind of splitting clips and deleting clips as we kind of go here. I love to do that. Another thing is your volume. I always make sure our volume's turned all the way up there to 500 when we're kind of doing this, so you can play around with your volume. A lot of times with iMovie, the volume doesn't like really transfer a lot, so you want to make sure you kind of play around with that. Another thing you want to do, you can also kind of click on this and drag it to kind of shorten your clips with the split tool. I just use that split tool a lot there. So one way you can do that, and you can do that to either side of your clips as well. Speed, so you can have it kind of go faster, slower. If you want to do like a slow-mo shot, I don't know about this freeze button. I've never used the freeze button here, so you can make things faster, slower, kind of play around with that. Titles, I love the titles, so different styles of titles. So right here, and so if like you hit lower, so if you want it down lower, the center right there, you can kind of play around with that. So there's our titles. Filters, they have a lot of cool filters that you can kind of use for everything there. So play around with the filters to kind of add a little oomph to your clips there. The other thing is if you want sounds, I'm gonna, let's get rid of this text here. I'm gonna put it lower. Oops, lower. And I'm just gonna title this iMovie. Boom. All right, so audio, so you can, they have some songs in here that are already in there that you can kind of download, play around with for different songs. You can go to your music, kind of add your music on here. Also sound effects, if you want to add a sound effect. So same thing, when you add it in there, you want to be thinking about your volume. So when you click on it, so you either want it louder or lower. And same thing, when you click on it, you can kind of split it. And I like to delete one there. Or you can kind of make it longer, shorter, kind of go that way there. So there's our audio there, so you kind of go through. The other thing as well, I'm trying to see with our settings here. So you can add photos, or you can take pictures. You can grab photos from your library. You can record your voice. If you want to put your own voice into your tutorial as well, so you can record your voice there. So you can have fun with it in that sense. And then I'm trying to see, so media, and then these are voice recordings to get to your photos. So if you want albums, photos, put your pictures in. I'm trying to get to like the movie trailers stuff. And then over here, so here's your themes. So you can kind of play around. So here's the different filters that they have here. Maybe you want an actual theme for your movie trailer. You can kind of go to your theme and kind of go from there. So have fun with that. But yeah, so there's iMovie in an instant there. Those are my quick little tricks to try to make your lives a little easier here on iMovie.